Hello Aquarius, Turquoise Tarot here with your reading for February 2017. I hope you're all doing well, and I wish you all a happy, wonderful St. Valentine's Day. I just wanted to remind everyone that I do offer private readings. You can find the information for that on my website, which the link for that will be below. My readings do range from $30 to $65. They are recorded readings that I send to you directly. And there's something that you get to keep and review at a later time if you so wish to do so. So if you're interested, please come visit me on my website. I'll be happy to give anyone a private reading. Also, if you're interested in just contacting me, I will post my email address below. And if you're interested in making a donation to the channel, which is always greatly appreciated, I will post the link for that below as well. Now that I got all that said, let me go ahead and get started with February. So the first reading we're going to do is a general reading, and then I'll get into the love readings. So let's see what the general messages for Aquarius are for February. So the first card we have is the Seven of Rods, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Swords, Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords. We've got a lot of swords going on here. The Queen of Swords, Six of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Tower. You guys got some stuff going on this month. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Rods. Oh, this card just flipped out, so I think I'm going to take it, and it's the King of Swords. Oh, so interesting. I just have to look it over for a minute and understand what's going on here. We have so many swords here, it's just unbelievable. And I know that it's, you know, of air quality, and so is Aquarius. I just feel like there's a lot of mental clatter going on. Just like you're in your head a lot. Let me look here. We got 2 sevens and 2 sixes. So there's something here about significant change taking place, but this is change of a spiritual nature. So whatever it is that's going on presently, it's like a test of your will, of your strength, of your faith. And it's something that I just feel like it's meant to happen because there's something better down the road. And there's a reminder here for you that you are your ultimate, you're the number one person that you can rely on. And it's up to you to take appropriate action to make things happen for yourself. Don't wait for others. And I feel like some of you know this and you're practicing this, but there's still something more that is going to happen. And I don't want to scare anyone. It's not necessarily bad. It's not like something terrible is going to happen for you to learn a lesson. It's more like, I feel like you're rebuilding yourself in a sense. You know, mentally, you're seeing things about yourself that maybe you want to change. And you're taking action this month to make that happen, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be, there's not going to be bumps in the road when you're changing yourself, your perception of yourself in your life. I mean, there's going to be little things that occur that remind you of your past or remind you of where you've come from. So let me see what else I have here. So there's someone here that I feel like you're trying to protect yourself from. Can be a fellow air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's someone that you're standing up to. You're standing up for your beliefs, you're standing up for your thoughts, you're standing up for, and I feel like you're actually, for some of you, you're defending someone who can't defend themselves. There's someone here, you're in a better position, either mentally or physically, or just, there's something here where you're in a better position where you can protect this person or help this person, help defend this person, because there's someone trying to take advantage of them. And you don't want to let that happen. There's something here about moving away, somebody moving away, and there's some anxiety or some fear about this. There's some sleepless nights. I feel like, again, there's a lot of mental like clatter going on where you're constantly thinking and you're constantly over analyzing something about somebody leaving. And I feel, again, there's this strong, I mean, we have the King and Queen of Swords here. So I feel like this is a relationship, or this is someone, again, that you know that is a fellow air sign that you're dealing with. If it's not either of those two, then it can just be someone who's simply very good with their words as well. And someone who equally will stand up to you as you are trying to stand up to them. For some of you, there's a story here about a man and a woman, and the male was deceptive with the female. And I feel like this male was defending himself and basically telling the female, you don't know what you're talking about, I'm not doing these things, or what have you, but he secretly is. And I see this queen, I see this female, as on her mind is the thought of leaving this relationship because this male isn't being upfront and honest with her. It's almost like it's been a worry, this deception with the male. She's been worried about it for a while, or she's had her doubts or suspicions for a while. And this month in February is when it all comes to light. And, you know, the truth is revealed. And she has a decision to make. I think it's going to be a very significant one. It's going to be one where she chooses to possibly leave this relationship or leave this male alone who's ever been taking advantage of her in some way. And there's a certainty, excuse me, there's a certainty with her departure that I don't see her returning. And I know this is long. I think it's going to 10 minutes, okay. There's just a lot here. There's many different, it's a general reading, so sometimes it's hard to pinpoint one story when there's so much going on in the cards. Um, there's a message for some of you here that if there's someone promising you something and it seems too good to be true, look into it, because it may seem like they're just way too giving or way too helpful, and you're beginning to question, their sincerity. And I think that's a good thing that you question it. I think it's, your intuition kicking in when that happens, because there's something here about this person not being completely honest. And I don't think you trust this person anyway. So just don't trust anything that comes out of it. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Okay, so I'm going to clarify some of this with these Gypsy Oracle cards. I've been asked a lot about these cards, and they're Gypsy Oracle cards, so if you want to buy them, you can probably find them on Amazon or in your local New Age store. I want to look at this Seven of Swords first, and I just want to remind everyone that this is a general reading, so maybe what comes up on this Seven of Swords may not apply to you directly, but it may apply to someone. Joyfulness, merchant, and the enemy on the Seven of Swords. So again, I'm getting this impression that if something seems too good to be true, some type of promise, contract, agreement that's taking place, trust yourself that there's something else going on here. There's some kind of deception here that someone's not being entirely honest about. And I feel, again, you'll find out what the truth is probably in the very late end of February. So just be mindful of that. It could be a present situation you're dealing with. Maybe you're talking about a contract or of some kind with someone already, and that's in the works. But if it's appearing too good to be true, I would say wait until the end of February before you sign anything or agree to anything, because there might be something that comes up in the end of February where you realize it's not what it's cracked up to be. Let me look at this Six of Swords here. Yeah. So again, with the story about the male and the female, and a possibility of some lying or deception taking place, we have the Lover and the Journey and the Doctor here. So I feel like, again, this female is looking at this situation as irreparable. And the Six of Swords is about departure. It's about leaving. It's about moving sometimes. Maybe the Queen is going to be moving, maybe she wants to move somewhere else, a different state even. That's just something I'm picking up. So when we look at the Six of Swords and we talk about irreconcilable differences, we see that somebody here is going to want to remedy the situation and want to fix or repair what has happened. But there's a journeying or a departure from this lover. And on the Six of Swords, that's what it says to me, is that somebody is, when whatever this truth is that comes out, it's like we can't go backwards. Let me look at the Three of Wands, which is the overall energy card here on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So the Three of Wands to me signifies, coming up after the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands says to me, somebody's ready to take action and move in a direction. They've made a decision and they're moving forward, okay? So on that we have the card of service, melancholy, and the widower. Somebody is taking care of themselves, coming out of this space of sadness and leaving behind an old relationship, saying goodbye to something that has caused a lot of grief. okay? And learning to put themselves first. So that could be you. You could be the one leaving. You could be the one, you know, packing up and going. And again, I want to remind you guys, this isn't just for romantic relationships. It's any kind of partnership or dealings that you may have with someone that, again, is questionable to you. You have your doubts, okay? But I just see that whatever transpires by the end of the month, I don't see you wanting to repair, or the partner wanting to repair the relationship. You know, and it could go either way. Like I said, it could be you or it could be someone else doing this to you. Okay? So that's the general reading. Let's go ahead and look at what's coming in for the love portion. We're going to look at singles first. A reading for single Aquarians. All right, we have the Star card, the Moon, Six of Rods, the Hanged Man, Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Six of Cups, and Temperance. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Well, again, we have, let's see, we have 3 sixes here. So significant change for singles. What is really nice is the top row here with the Star, the Moon, and the Six of Rods is telling me somebody's going to have a wish come true, a wish granted. I feel for some of you, this is a partner or an ex-partner coming back into your life that you've been wanting to hear from. I feel that you have attracted this partner back to you. I don't know if it's by, you know, visualizing this or daydreaming about this, or you know, this being a repetitive thought, because sometimes that sends out that kind of vibration that brings it back to you. But for some of you who've been wanting and wishing and hoping for an ex-partner to come back, they're coming back this month, and it's going to be for you a victory. When you let this partner go, it was a sacrifice in the past, and I think that after you separated, after you've had some time to look at things more objectively, you were able to see and understand the relationship in a different way and appreciate it more than you did when you were in it. So this is a partner, this is the one who like got away. And I see that this person is going to be communicating with you this month, and it's going to be a time to heal that relationship. So when I talk about change, there's a change certainly in this relationship. And I have to say, I mean, the cards are pretty straightforward with this. I mean, it's really about somebody returning. Somebody you've been thinking about, someone that you reanalyzed your relationship with them, and you thought, you know what, this is something I want. This person, I let them get away. Let me see what other messages I'm getting here. I want to say for some of you, you may have gotten out of a really bad relationship in the past. And I really feel like for some of you, this is a month where this is about self-love. It's about you remembering your beauty and who you are and where you're from and what makes you you. And so it's a I don't want to say a celebratory kind of month, but you may feel a lot happier than you have in a while, okay? I feel like this is a relationship that ended within the last year, and it was a really, really challenging separation for multiple reasons. But this is a month where you finally feel like you can breathe and relax. For some of you, I feel like there may be someone that moved away and you haven't heard from them in a while, but they've been on your mind, or you've been thinking about, whatever happened to that person. I wonder where they are now. And I feel like that's when you hear from this person. Like, you've been thinking about them and they've been thinking about you. So you've been drawing one another to each other. And it's sweet. It's very, it starts, it's very innocent. And I feel like emotionally this month, you're going to be riding some highs and lows because you want to see swift. For instance, if this partner, this ex comes back that you've been dreaming of, when you get communication, it's like you want swift replies. You want to see them right away, or you want to amend things right away. And it's kind of saying here that, you're going to receive this communication maybe unexpectedly, and it's a nice surprise. But don't get yourself all worked up, because you're going to be riding on an emotional roller coaster, waiting for one, the next text or the next phone call. Okay. So yeah, very interesting. Let's look at some of these cards more in depth. And I want to look at the Hanged Man right here underneath the Star card. Yeah, there was somebody that was let go of in the past. There was a significant change. This is the Thief card, but it can also be a change that comes about, and it doesn't necessarily bring the it doesn't bring the message that we want. It's kind of like a negative change that we don't want to have to deal with. But I feel like this change, whatever it was saying goodbye to a partner, and emotionally you've been feeling very unwell, missing this partner. So that was a sacrifice that you've had to make, and you're sorrowful in letting it go. Let's look at the Six of Cups. Yeah. So we have the Scholar, the Consolation, and then the Old Woman. So look, somebody, I feel like it's both of you. I feel like this is someone you've been thinking about, and they've been thinking about you too. But there's like studying, researching, looking each other up, maybe on social media, trying to get each other's information and reach out. And if you're not trying to reach out, this person certainly is. I feel like this is going to be a communication that comes in, again, via like social media or email or text message, or maybe a phone call, but I feel like it's more, I want to say social media. But that's how this person finds you and communicates with you. Again, it's like a blessing. This man, he's been praying and asking for something, and this angel's coming in to finally bless him with what his prayers have been. So I think for both of you, it's going to be a moment where there's happiness that you two are reuniting. And this Old Woman represents someone from the past. And this being someone from the past on the Six of Cups, which talks also about someone from the past, I just really feel like somebody's returning for you guys. And it's someone that you want to come back. Certainly a healing in that relationship. So let's move on to couples. Let's look at what's going on for Aquarian couples for February. Oops. Sometimes these cards can be hard to shuffle. Okay, we have the Moon, the Six of Cups, the Hanged Man, and I shuffled. You saw me. Death, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Rods, Justice, Page of Swords, Seven of Rods, and at the bottom we have the Queen of Cups. Well, one thing I want to say is there's somebody's daughter that's getting married. Either they're going to announce their engagement, or the wedding or the ceremony is actually taking place in February. Let's see. I feel like some of you may be dealing with a water sign. So that would be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This is someone that you may have children with. And either that or you've known each other since childhood or since you were young adults. And there are talks of an ending to this relationship. It's either there's talks that are already taking place, or it's something that you two are going to be discussing in the month of February. Somebody brings up the idea of possibly divorce. But I feel that it's either you or the partner that, I'm sorry,